What is up, guys? Back again with yet another one, and this time to continue my electric vehicle streak, we're talking about the Lucid Air. There are 3 models that are going to be coming out, each of which I will be touching on specs wise, and I'll give you a general idea of what to expect. But first of all, please leave a like, feel free to comment, subscribe to my channel, because it helps the algorithm, helps me work my way back up, considering the fact that I've just been away for so long. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So again, definitely expect videos every week from here on out. And in addition, of course, if you want to check out one of the videos that I made earlier on, comparing a Lucid Air to a Tesla, you can check it out in the right corner. Also, check out my IG if you feel like it. Leave a like, leave a comment, and without further ado, let's start up the video. So speaking about this Lucid, it has an 80% charging rate in only 46 minutes, which is the fastest charging rate of every EV out in the market today. So I'm going to start off with the cheapest model of this Lucid Air, and that is the Lucid Air Pure. So Lucid Air Pure is the base model of the Lucid Air. Of course, while it's the base model and it's actually the cheapest vehicle, funnily enough, it's going to be the last one to arrive. So we're going to be getting the Touring and Grand Touring before we actually get this model. So just a heads up, if you're planning on saving money to buy a Lucid Air, your best bet would probably be waiting a little bit longer so you can get the cheapest option. But even that cheapest option is still a pretty good vehicle, because stats wise, we're looking at a car that's going to give 480 horsepower, but it's only going to be rear wheel drive because it only uses one single motor in the rear. However, you're still going to be getting 400 miles of range for a price of just about $80,000, which I can really get behind, honestly, because considering the fact that most vehicles were, at least a couple of years ago, were really only in the 300 mile range, getting 400 miles of range and getting it for about $80,000, I would say is roughly expected. This particular vehicle is more of the mid-range vehicle, in between the low end and the high end. So in the case of this vehicle, you're looking at 620 horsepower. In this case, it's not just a single motor in the rear like the base model, the Pure. In this case instead, you're getting an all-wheel drive vehicle. So you're getting power from both the front and the rear wheels. However, you're only going to be getting 406 miles of range. The horsepower is significantly more, meaning it's going to be a funner car to drive, it's going to be faster, which leads us to the price. This particular mid-range model is going to be $97,000. Price-wise, now you're really starting to get a little bit into the pricier range, because this is a vehicle that's going to be competing with a lot of other electrics. So that might be the Teslas, Mercedes are coming out with some, well, they have already. Porsche have come out with the Taycan, of course, but they're also similar to the Lucid Air. They're going to have a range, or they already have a range of models that depend on the specs and the price. And of course, all of this leads us to the most expensive of these 3 cheaper models of the Lucid Air, which is the Grand Touring. At 800 horsepower, this is definitely the most powerful of all of the 3 vehicles that I've spoken about. Again, all-wheel drive. Along with the 800 horsepower, you're getting 516 miles. Granted, however, if you get the 21-inch tires, you're going to be looking at 470 miles. So essentially, if I were to make a comparison and I got the highest end, that is the Grand Touring, the GT I was about to say, but the Grand Touring model, if you bought that for $140,000, you're really only getting about 70 miles more than the base model, which is the Pure. So if traveling long distance means a lot to you, you'd probably be better off getting one of the cheaper models If power and performance and speed means a lot more to you, then you definitely want to save up to get the Grand Touring, potentially even get the Lucid Air Dream or the Lucid Air Dream Performance Package. And those two are like the way high performance vehicles. Meanwhile, the three that I've mentioned are more mid-range. Let me know what you guys think about these vehicles. Are there ones that you're planning on getting? Are you just curious about electric vehicles and the future of electric vehicles? Granted, a lot of car companies are going to be going fully electric by 2030, so there will be a lot of changes in the future. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for a lot more on electric vehicles, because this guy right here is going to be talking about all of that information. So feel free to subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the vehicle. Leave a like as well, because it really does help the algorithm, and it's really very much appreciated. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.